All right, well, are you thinking of trying out Dry January? It's a time when people vow to eliminate alcohol.
And here now to talk about the benefits of abstaining is licensed clinical social worker and author Kelly Kitley. Kelly, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like this is one of those topics that a lot of people are talking about right now. Should I? Should I not? For you, what are the benefits? I mean, I think we know the obvious answer about the benefits of Dry January, but there's more to it.
There is. And, you know, I think we're January 5th. On January 1st, a lot of people vowed to give up alcohol because it was the day after maybe they over-imbibed.
Sure.
And now we're getting through that first week and people are like, I don't know if I want to do it or not. But the benefits are huge. All of my clients who do give up alcohol for January report more mental clarity. They report more energy, better sleeping, better overall whole health.
Sure.
And certainly a lot of different types of people have relationships that can be shifted around removing alcohol. So whether there's problematic conflict in the relationship or you're choosing to have activities outside of going to a bar or a restaurant, being more creative and social in different ways.
So I want to talk for a second because we were talking in the break and Kelly was explaining her journey with alcohol and how you got to be where you are. Do you want to tell more about that?
So I grew up in the restaurant and bar business and I grew up in a very alcohol saturated culture. And it really didn't occur to me that you could give up drinking. And so 10 years ago, I did give it up completely. And I had done Dry January so many times and had given up alcohol for Lent and found great success and felt the best I ever felt. Wow. It was then February 1st, or as soon as Easter passed, that I was off to the races, making up for lost time.
Sure.
And so for me, it was giving it up completely that has changed my life.
Wow.
You talked about a clearer mind. Is there some science behind that? Because I find that when I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give up a little bit of drinking here, I find like I'm sharper.
Absolutely. You know, we are better able to have more clarity and positive thoughts when we're fighting through alcohol withdrawal, especially. And I do want to make a point to say that giving up alcohol for Dry January is for moderate drinkers. So if you're somebody who has one glass of wine after work or, you know, a few glasses of wine during the week, then it's recommended that you try Dry January. But certainly if you're somebody who drinks frequently and may be experiencing some withdrawal symptoms, do not use this approach. It's best that you seek medical attention.
So what if somebody is maybe thinking, geez, Dry January, way too much. I can't do that. But maybe dry-ish or damp January.
Damp.
I love that. Damp January, absolutely.
Sounds a little weird, to be honest, but continue.
You know, that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Sure. And this is oftentimes, whether it's alcohol or sugar or exercising, we set ourselves up for failure because it's like, I have to do it every day and it's measurable and we are human beings and we slip up. And so the most important piece is to be gentle with yourself and get right back on the wagon. So if you decided to have a drink and don't write it off completely, start again the next day.
Okay, let's just say that I'm trying this out. Is there something to substitute for alcohol? We're talking coffee, tea, what should I be doing?
Thank you. So much of it is about the ritual. Holding something, having something to sip. So mocktails are great. Coffee, tea, water. I think replacing behaviors is really important.
I was reading an article the other day that was saying that Gen Z now looks at alcohol like our older generations looked at cigarettes. Are you finding that?
Absolutely. Wow. And my hope is that there will be a huge shift culturally for us too. You know, that we are looking at, there really is no positive benefit health-wise of drinking alcohol. There's a lot of benefits from eliminating alcohol.
I was reading something also in that same article that was saying that a lot of people use the phrase, the word poison for alcohol, that it does that much to your body. Would you agree with that?
I do. I hate to be a drinking shamer because I don't want anybody to feel badly about the decisions that they're making.
Sure.
But it is like pouring gasoline on fire. And in the field of mental health, we notice that people find that they can regulate their emotions a lot better when they're not engaging in substances.
So let's say I accomplish Dry January and I'm waiting for that next month to take that drink. What dangers are there in that?
Oh my goodness. So it's really important that you have a support system in place, that we find that people find success with other people who are engaging in similar activities and like-minded individuals. So if you do decide, you know what, January was great, I feel good, but I really want to start drinking again. Easy does it. Don't make up for lost time. And just try to be mindful and engage in moderate drinking if you can.
Amazing. Kelly, thank you so much. So good to see you.